Hey, what up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you talking about the NFC Championship game. It's the big one, win or go home. This is going to be the afternoon game on Fox, leading up into the Super Bowl. Two teams, wow, what a season both of these guys had. The Arizona Cardinals traveling to Carolina to play the Carolina Panthers. Both of these teams, you can pick holes in the games that they had last week. Of course, Carolina putting up 31 early points against the Seahawks, and then letting the Seahawks come all the way back. Carolina really coming out in the second half, not really getting any offense going. To be fair, they were really trying to kill as much clock as they could. But honestly, if you were to put some points up on the board in the second half, the game wouldn't even have been anything to really talk about it. You would have been able to put that game away and made it where the Seahawks didn't have any time to really do anything. And instead, you let them claw all the way back into that game before it ended up being 31-24 and giving up 24 second half points while you're not putting up any yourself is a lot. Now, Arizona, they came from behind in overtime in order to take this game. Two big plays by Larry Fitzgerald to put this game away. I think a lot of people might be rooting for Larry Fitzgerald, an old-timer in the league, one of the greatest wide receivers. Some people last year thought that, last year should have been one of his last. He even was, trying publicly to get off of this team, basically saying that they didn't really have room for him in his offense. He didn't like the way his numbers dropped last year, but really came back strong this year with over 100 receptions for over 1,200 yards, putting 9 touchdowns on the board. But I think everyone over the period of his career is always going to remember that game that he played last week, getting the big reception, running the ball all the way downfield, setting up the touchdown off the slant to send his team to the NFC Championship game. This is a team that I thought last year had a lot of steam coming into the playoffs, but then, of course, with Carson Palmer's injury, I believe it was Drew Stanton coming in as the backup, just wasn't able to get the wins in the playoffs, and they were sent home packing. Carolina, I can easily say by looking at this team, I didn't give them a lot of credit. They finished this season off 15-1, but they do play in the South. The one loss they did came from playing the Atlanta Falcons, and you know that those teams are always going to play you tough. But I didn't think that they really had the toughest road to hoe. And I looked at a lot of the teams, especially being the Seattle Seahawks, thought they were a team that was built to beat them. I got to give them respect, and they are playing at home. So honestly, in my mind, I got Carolina beating Arizona going to the Super Bowl here. They have a great team built around Cam Newton, Stewart in the backfield, Greg Olsen at tight end, one of the greatest receiving tight ends in the game right now. I think that's the team that's packing their bags to the Super Bowl as of right now. Go Carolina, get that win.